gonna continue where we left off yesterday. Guess this one is the right one. Act 1. The Wayfarer's Inn. 3. New friends and former enemy. That day. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use. Soon. Diplomacy is key. Achievement unlocked. Hey, those 2. He's back on our journey. And the werewolf is also here. So? Innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky pal. Good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not. So you two didn't form a party? Nope. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I won't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought it was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Alfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped you from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think he's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kinda. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. You steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent, dreaming moon of the quest, Fable. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Dragorin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards as well as see one farm after the other. An idyllic sight, well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl. Thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you do if you could turn your head all the way around. I don't know, that makes me kind of laugh. Who says I can't? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard the creaking fence and footsteps that are failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So it's not close and there's a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it. So I summoned up all my courage and stepped out of the shadows and said, Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep. Oh no, so menacing. My god. Didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe they would calm down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? I would, but I'm crazy. Who cares? A polite person? Or an insane one? It worked, didn't it? Cause I ain't no werewolf. It wasn't that different. I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf or not werewolf responded with a "What?" The confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." She asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." She asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you? A god?" I was about to introduce myself when I heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, I was barely a bug. It made the blood freeze in my veins. I had panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. It turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf. Yellow, gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Kellen and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously I set it down at that point. Good. I just imagine, like in the innkeep's head, she never put down the sheep, she's just attacking the werewolf with one hand, the weapon in hand, one in the other hand, just a sheep. Punch the werewolf with a sheep. Next idea for a D&D session, just when a sheep is getting attacked, just use the sheep as weapon and bash the werewolf with the sheep. That's a great mental image. So, you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolves' flannel rags. They were blue, jagged, and uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old. Hey! I can't just say that. What the? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. I'm sorry. I thought it was fitting with the text because it's just all censored. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen the old man in years, covering about it but joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Fair enough. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left, ran away for the world, left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Until we found the letters saying not to look for him and all the savings missing. I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just gonna face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. So, did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. Didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up wasting Mr. Dragon's ear. But I got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop the talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. No. Totally not. I would have totally not done that. Yeah, sure. No, me? No, I'm totally innocent. They must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looks mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. You? I set them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. It was. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well. Anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. That's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Caroline and the miscommunication. Feud. A feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. No excuse, of course. No, it ain't. We had known we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. Didn't think that would have happened, though. They decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Plus, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the werewolf thing and not any human things, or Wukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness, and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that. The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. It'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. It was good to see him again. Guess the hack did feel better than a greatsword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem of the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he still can barely control himself. He helped him realize that even a cure can change what he done. But he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course it won't be easy. Don't change your ways. I learned it from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We played charades with them a lot and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of It's real. You're a crescent moose. Introduced Mr. Dragon to them and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending, but the beginning of something new. So, the end of an adventure is just the beginning of another one? Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement, but I don't have anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Alfie was dying to get back here. He's talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. I think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah! Said something about it being for you in keep. Oh, really? Yeah. Not finished yet. I'll let you know, I promise. It wasn't that hard, was it? Well... So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual. Strength never gets old. I'm not surprised by that. Hello, Undo. Hey, achievement unlocked. Pet Undo for the first time. Ooh, beautiful. Look at this. Sparkly eyes. Nice. Alright, we're supposed to make a drink. We need the Southern Brawler. Hell yeah. Surprise. Not bad. I should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Hey bro, what about you? If something that will calm me down, maybe bring some of my agility back? It is very cute, indeed. Like a swift strike back to my senses. Had a stressful day, night, morning, sequence of events. Alright, easy enough. Alright, so we need... Let's see if I know it by heart. Let me see. I would assume this is it. Ah! Undo! Here's food for you. Alright, fine. I'm throwing the swift strike. Wait, I was right about that. What? What was I wrong about? Oh, it needed 1 shield instead of 1 charisma. Here you go. Thank you. Oh, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Galen, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Hey there, Elfie. See you later. Are you heading home, Faber? Yes. Been gone for a whole day. Pretty sure you've been gone for 2 days. No, wait. I'll record it. Oh, maybe actually. Never mind. I recorded 2 days. She was only gone for a day. Never mind. Counting tough. We need to get back and make sure everything is still going correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Yes, very good job. Maybe you should all drink more often. Or have you considered that you weren't pretending? Actually, it was the drink, let's be honest. But yeah, let's be nice. Have you considered you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope this was my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Huh. You're right. Not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Helen first, but I'd be happy to be second. Well, we also got a vampire sleeping up in the room and a dwarf. That is a she, I think, with a big beard and some mighty boobas. Still not sure what it is, but it has a huge beard and mighty boobas. So they might can join your party and shit, but alright. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world. You have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm gonna head home now. Do that. I'll start on quests for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. And now the vampire and the dwarf coming downstairs. I can already tell. Oh wait, they're gonna wait for the night because vampire, hello, sunlight. Oh, he is back. Good evening to you too. Quest taken. This quest wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Sapphire. Did the wind carry you in? No. My legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally. I want want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. Do you know of the castle? Yes. Seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. Had rumors, whispering. A strange fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has. Once. At a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. A bloated mask. Sure, yes. But guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Ah. Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes. Here's a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marvel Castle. Way to dodge where we get the blood from. Way to dodge where we get blood from. They say doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merges into her land in one way or another. It's a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. Say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb waiting for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Chivalry is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed. You must live with the consequences. Consequences being you? Exactly. Definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm the one with the shadows and the wind. Gone before they even notice I'm there. You could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. I'm also still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to our doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my TV design. Sounds like I need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, it's traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard the drink inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Secrets. How about a joke? Should we go secrets or a joke? Alright, for him, let's make it completely out of character and make it about a joke. Oh, secrets? Nah, I gotta mess with that person. How about a joke? Joke? That's not. I'm not. I don't do jokes. Then I don't do drinks, I'm afraid. How do explorers hide the treasure? How? By dragging them to a safe location. You know what? You can have the drink on the house if you never tell a joke like that again. Just never tell a joke again, alright? Thank you. It's on the house. Alright, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks. Some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What wild magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from either some fake crystals or a frozen pine cone. Frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. I can help you form a magical frost bear that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fake crystals hail straight from Avalon allegedly. Consumed, they turn you invisible eventually, and for a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. Also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those would be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So, what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? Fear that Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature. They must be strong and vigorous if one does my stake in her heart before fangs are near my neck. But it does sound appealing. Strength I can do. Some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps smaller route would be to evade her wrath entirely. But stealth her and steal her cape right from under her pale nose, so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach will require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help me with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision and keep your wisdom is no joke. That's it. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might order the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. Should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. Alright, I might be stupid. Oh, there's a map. Best characters. Saphir, we finally found out. Oh, here's an age. Oh my god, finally. Wait a second. Rhea. Dwarf. Age 175. She, her. Alright, yeah. Rhea. Class, blacksmith. Background, Ur. Alignment, lawful, neutral. Arcana, the world. Kyle. Vampire. Age. Schmuck. Pronouns he, him. Class, vampire. Background, Aridu. Where? Alignment, chaotic, neutral. Arcana, the fool. I can see that one. Fable within your elf. Age 110. Pronouns, they, them. Ah. Class, ranger. Come on. I know she was born as a ranger and shit, but she wants to sing songs. Can we multi-class her as bard, please? Can we get her some levels in bard? Background, Ashen Grove. Alignment, neutral, good. Arcana, the hanged man. Kin, Ukakin. Age 36. Pronoun, she, her. Class, beast slayer. Background, Arrow. Alignment, chaotic, good. Arcana, the chariot. And Saphir with. I like how everyone has an info about this character, even though we just met, and sent Saphir. Just a blank page. Saphir, Kin, Air, Echo. Age 25. Day, Rogue. Background, Femis. Alignment, chaotic, good. Arcana, the moon. Alright, but now to brew a potion for Saphir. The problem here is, I don't even know where the fuck. Oh, there they are. Alright, so what was I supposed to do? I want to give them the frost barrier. Strength. So a sour from Brawler. Did I say? Fuck. Right, no, it was the frosted pinecone, right? Wow, I already have a cell phone brawler. I'll just do it like this. Let's give it a shot. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Liquid Sunrise? Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something and keep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the Liquid Sunrise? Ah. Good one. Tastes like the sun. A cold sun. And I shall strike her down as such. The sun? Evelyn. Ah, that makes more sense. Goodbye, innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry them back to you. But my hopes do not lie. The realm keepers. They shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect me to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Hey, Lynn is back. He's just been here today and now tonight you're back again. You bored? Or you like my drinks that much? Quest taken, what quest? I'm taking this quest and the drink. Wait, if he takes the vampire quest, what other quest did I make again? Oh, the woman came. Oh yeah, the saliva of the chimera. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, alright. Alright, let's go. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No. The beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Feel like a drink as compensation. I think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me up. Keep me up too. Well, I already know the Southern Brawler by heart. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe we should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I see it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Faber. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It's been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen? Couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Alfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So, the saliva was for a vampire. Vampire sunscreen. Can the vampire get a chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No. I think we already agreed, me and her, onto the Twilight thing that we are both Team Vampire. So I don't think it bothers her at all. Does it make you nervous? No. You did mention that you like fangs. Did I mention that every grates are 3 times the size of your head? I'm sure a vampire would find it impressive. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kinda blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? I don't think so. Chimeras steal witches all the time. They were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So, doing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. No, I ain't nervous. Ain't that either. And what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement. Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yes. Excitement. Never encountered a guardian before. Always thought I wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. Well, seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about Guardians? Less about the Guardian, more about what created it. Maybe a little bit about the Chimera. Got a dragon head, right? Yes. Modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase it. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? Ooh. They're cool. Also, when I was little, my Baba, Jaeger, used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. It was a great adventure and encountered many of the creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. I saw it's one of those, passed it on to me before she left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last memories somewhere else. I like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. At least she left her savings alone. The thought and the stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about the Wyvern Chimera? No. It's the only kind she never encountered. I had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one I think. Never found a wyvern one in all of the years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I returned. If I return. I'm sure you will. And tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good barber, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? Of course I do. Fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are. Fascinating. And magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted the magic. And the wings. You can just ask them for the magic. Not sure about the wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Does it mean you don't want to drink to pep you up, Lynn? Wait, does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Lynn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? That's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. I'd be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah. That sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of boost for this body couldn't hurt. But they're quick and toothy. They'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how much they enjoyed a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. I'm boasting it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any fusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be useful in a fight. Dragons, you stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy drinks. I don't care which one you pick. It's your job, figure it out. Because I'm going for the defense, even for the smart feel like seems. It's so unlike her, so why don't they go with that? Nah. Scratch. Alright, let's put in a chili. And she said she needs full defense. Alright. We're gonna making one of those frost thingies for her. Frosted lagoon. Figured it out. Thanks. Feeling tough already. Dangerously close to catching fire myself. I think I could almost take on a dragon like this. Let's stay grounded. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe we should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they get some mice in the mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Hey, the day ended. Cause I'm feeding him. Act 1. The Wayfarers Inn. 4. Starlight Sonata. 16th of the way. That was a surprisingly long day. Alright, start the day. Oh, hello! I like you already. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah. Birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will ya? Of course. What will it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you were wrong today. Am I now? Yes. I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe. I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Alright, so we're gonna make frozen thing. Frosted Lagoon. Oh, oops. Oh, triple oops. There we go. Fuck. Oh, jeg tror det var recipe for me then, I might. Why did I fuck up? I see. Alright, thanks, Andu. You're the best. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. Convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. We'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It will be a sight to behold for sure. Do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs? Oh, that's not her thing. Gnomes? Gnomes? Get to meet the gnome on Boreas. Ah, they're pretty shy. They craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern. If I run into gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? You can see us in hot springs, especially around this time of year. The mornings are still a bit chilly. The sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of plates this time so I don't run out again. I mean, people taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Bavarian flowers are unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, Cinnamon Queen, Jack, Canoes are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. Can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. If you're okay, I'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course, as for the others, obviously can take them with me. I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I want to leave my gears under the doormat. Have a short stay, but I gotta hurry, or else I miss my boat. Quite a walk to that wee house. You don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. And it's nighttime. Hey, you are back. Haven't seen our guests in a while. Mr. Dwarf, Mrs. Dwarf and Mr. Vampire. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Faber. You have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragan and the other werewolves. Told them about Kellen's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left. In case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragan that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a great time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. They taught me more about the stars and the hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. I specialize in Cassiopeia You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But I have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought, so well... What is it, Favor? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather that Carolyn was talking about. You know, a little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. Just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh. What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and the twin reflections. I imagine it to be constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. I think it also could be a big dipper. It does look a bit like a little dipper. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows? Maybe there's a world out there with these exact configurations of stars in the night sky. I think there might be one actually. You would be surprised. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. Bear, for example. A bear? Yeah, cute. Innkeep. I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I mean, I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? I guess of the astral sea? The fuck is... I don't know the difference. I'm gonna say the astral sea. Oh, nice. I absolutely suck at embroidery. Or however you actually say it. I remember we had to learn stuff like that in like... What was it called? I don't even know. Like a class we had in like from 6 to 10 years old, we had like different embroidery stuff and techniques and stuff like that. Or kind of like handicrafts with like that kind of stuff. The sewing, the knitting and the embroidery and all of that, and I just really sucked at anything that has to do with hands. And again, you do help people change, just like the Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me a birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great, thank you. Think you may be a double check though, are you? We'll see. You will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Favor. Ooh, alright. So curious. Holy Jesus. That is amazing. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. That is really impressive, actually. You can be proud of that. That's a great job. Wait, let me just... pull it up. Ah, hey. There we go. Let me pull it up here. Wow, everyone look at this great artwork. Oh shit. I guess I skipped some text here. Whatever. That'd be fine. There's a moon message me. What the fuck is going on? Oh, lots of cat pictures. Yay! I'll take those as well. Alright. Game capture back on. But Twinks? Not sure how to take those just yet. Especially those with the right balance. I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. Could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Yeah, who would have thought? She wants a swift strike. Hey, come on. There we go. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Favor. Thank you. Hey, he still has the slime on him? It's been like 1 or 2 days. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Carl. Greetings, Green Creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave it with inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep. Say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. Should I mess with him? I did not. Should I mess with him? I did. The hell? I did not. Are you sure? But if new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, finding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire. No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except doing games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. But I underestimated my skill. As a free-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. Still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes. I think that would be well deserved. Has the delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that foul blood again, please. Just make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Was that the fighter? Yeah. Tavern Brawler. Oh, I don't need. I know how to make a Tavern Brawler for my heart. Making Tavern Brawlers before you were a vampire. Some full blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long, tooth-spined guppies in her courtyard. It's a pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable dreams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire in my hand and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. Also, I'm gonna get interrupted in like 5 seconds. Oh, never mind. Maybe I will still get interrupted, but whatever. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere. I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if we could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Edgar's had some great crab recommendations. Plum crabs with ash sprinkles. Yes, it tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he asked something of me. Promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pascha recipe? Is it good? Very much so. And I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? I mean, I always saw that coming. It's like the character knew what was going on here. Yes, Quentin is an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. Sang your praises, of course. So he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the 4p your precious innkeeper has found in your house of denial. Very poetic if you ask me. No, very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No. I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe we went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. You want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. Found a gorgeous sun charm as well. Bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend brought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if the memory lives on only in my even if the memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month, the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. It's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year she ties close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she's the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capable and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am. I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. A refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. Hello? Where's my change? Oh wait. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. I agree, by the way. Sounds like a threat to me. By no means. Maybe promises mourning, but maybe celebration also. Really not. For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me. Now, she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. I think she still hates you, to be honest, but I mean, come on, you're hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. Sweet as my blood, and I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. Nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? Nothing more fragile. It makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again, he said. What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course. The letter. The letter? A polite young man gave me a letter delivered to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Just with a knife. Thank you. You're not going to open it? No. Don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. It wouldn't be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they're part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. Well, they are. I think they're already happening. Oh, the city's burning. There's actually a comet shower going on outside. Are we getting it? Is this a comet shower or is the whole city on fire and we're getting attacked? Or what the hell is going on here? I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. Think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Ugh. Those aren't fireworks. They are stars. See the stars. Achievement is supposed to happen. I don't know. Hey. Act 2, we made it to Act 2, let's go. Picking up the pieces, first of the astral moon, and that's where we're gonna save.